It's time now to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, it's Black History Month, baby. You ready?
Oh, George, yes, I am ready. Okay, absolutely. It's Black History Month. This is our kickoff week. Think about it. Our biggest event of the year is coming up on the 26th of
Yes.
this month, okay, to celebrate Black History Month, our 15th annual Jazz and Arts Cabaret for Black History Month. And George, I am happy to announce something.
Go
I told
ahead.
you I'm going to work really hard. So here it is. We are sold out.
Really?
We are sold out. Now, there are a lot of people who are going to go, wait a minute, I didn't get my tickets and I was planning to do it this week and so forth. So all I can tell you is this. Reach out and get yourself on the wait list, because we may have some people at the end who, and our patrons are very, very conscientious about this. If something changes in their plans, they get sick or something of that nature, they do call in, and periodically we'll have, 4 or 5 tickets maybe at the end. But for the most part, we are sold out.
Well,
and
you know
I
what?
am happy to say that.
Listen, well, congratulations once again to all the folks that put that together. I'm so glad I took care of my business, Vicki. I did.
Yes, you did.
I took care of my business. And, oh no, I'm not gonna get caught out there. I'm
No,
good.
you
I'm
are
good.
very much taken care of. And George, I want to say this too. This must be your month.
It must be. What's going on, Vicki? What you talking about?
Because first of all, congratulations. Before I forget this, congratulations to you and the Chi Pi chapter of Omega Phi Sci-Fi fraternity here in Syracuse, who is awarding you the Citizen of the Year award.
Whoa!
What do you think about that?
Man,
and secondly,
go ahead.
Guess what? Okay, when you received that award, were you smiling all over? What was
Cool.
happening?
Listen, first of all, I'm humbled. I was so humbled by that, Vicki. You have no idea, because it represents really something special when you're brothers, right? Because we're all in the fraternity together. We're all doing work in the community. But when they say, brother, the work you doing should be acknowledged and recognized, wow, that it meant so much. And just to have be surrounded by supporters over the years, it was kind of like, this is your life, because I was starting to go back to all the different groups and individuals that have meant something along the journey, and it was very exciting. So no, I was very humble. I was almost speechless, believe it or not.
Whoa!
I know, okay. almost.
And then we have here the Pioneer Public Service Award, which you were receiving on February 26th at the Black History Month Jazz and Arts Cabaret. So that's why I'm saying, George, February 2023 is absolutely your month. And so you'll be able to put a pin in that on your calendar for posterity.
Listen, I'm really excited. George and Ada's baby boy. And, my grandfather said, that boy gonna be something someday. And my mother would always say that to me, because when I was a little kid, I used to go downtown. He was in the Union, and I was a little kid. I was about 9, 10 years old, and I would ride the subway I was in New York City from the Bronx, and we would ride the subway down to Union Square, 14th Street, if anybody knows New York City, where the Union Square, right, where the Union. And I would like help him with his Union stuff. I'm like a little boy, right? And so that's what he would tell my mother. That boy gonna be something someday. He gonna be something. Right. So when I think of this moment, Vicki, that's what I think of, that I'm fulfilling my grandfather's vision for me. Wow, that was deep. Vicki, why you take me all the way there?
That was really deep, George.
Wow.
I didn't know you go that deep. Okay?
I expect all of that to come out. Come on, Vicki. You must be a talk show host or something.
Oh, wait a minute. You don't tell everybody my secret now. But anyway, George, again, congratulations. And I want to make sure that we thank everybody who is coming out to celebrate with you on the 26th. Listen, I'm going to go back a few months. And the reason I'm going back a few months is because it's a really important I get to say this for the first time, breaking news story.
Come on now.
That I'm about to, I should have that little red ticker thing going across.
We should. We'll fix that in post. We'll get that in post.
Okay. Breaking news story on student loan repayments that I'm about to present to everyone. But if you go back into our episodes and look at episode 186, okay. 186, which was called the Big Boss Move.
Okay.
We were talking about President Biden and the fact that he came in and extended again the forbearance, extended again the delay of repayment of student loans. Mm-hmm. Well, something happened a couple of days ago, breaking news, that really surprised all of us. And that is that effective May of 2023, the White House has announced that they are going to actually end the COVID emergency status that we are currently in. So you say, well, Vicki, how does the COVID emergency status really play into the student loan payment?
I'm glad you asked because I want to know.
All right, well, here it is. When the COVID emergency status came into play, both the Trump administration and the Biden administration used a provision in there through the HEROES Act of 2003 to extend the payment pause and to waiver student loan payments under an emergency status. Okay, and that emergency status has continued over this time period that we have been battling COVID. So we had all the things as far as, PPP and all the things that happened in the business community. And one of those was actually the waiver of current payments and the waiver of, as far as interest accumulating on those loans. Well, now that they have decided that they are going to end the emergency status, the question becomes, do they still have the authority? And there has not been fully decided.
Right.
Do they still have the authority to continue to waive student loan payments? I am saying to everyone, which I did back in November, if you recall, and you go pull out episode 186, that if I were you, I'd start getting prepared. So, because think about this. Since the time period that the waiver has been in place, up until the time period that they are planning to lift the emergency status, that has been exactly 3 years.
Really?
3 years, George. You're talking about time flying. I really was surprised by that myself. But if you look at the fact that in that 3-year period, and I'm going to take a typical medium range student loan payment, say around $300 a month.
Right.
That would have been 36 payments that have not been paid. 36 payments. And I want anyone who's out there who has student loans to stop and think, how much of that money did I put aside? We want to guess how much that is, George?
How much is 36 payments of $300?
Right. Okay. That's over $10,000.
I was going to say 12. Yeah.
Okay.
$10,800. Okay.
That's a lot of money that should have been saved or placed into your cash flow over this time period. So what I'm telling everyone is this. Again, go find out who your student loan servicer is. Get prepared. Make sure that you understand and that you're paying close attention to your mail, because I have a feeling that a lot of announcements are going to be coming out over the next couple, 3 weeks to a month.
Right, yes. Because the current pause, Vicki, isn't that till June of 2023?
It was supposed to be until June.
Oh, but you're saying that because the emergency...
If they lift the emergency status, will they still have the authority to push it off till June?
Right, because that was the announcement under the emergency status.
Exactly.
And now that is being lifted, So, okay.
It
so
could possibly interfere. Yeah. I can't see this now. Understand what I'm saying. It's not. No one really knows for sure. That's the issue. But there's definitely going to be a fight about this.
All right. So what episode is this? Do you know? Do you already know?
What?
What episode is this going to be?
Oh, this is. I have to go look. Okay.
Okay. Because you can say check episode this one to find out what we need to know, right?
Right.
To compare,
but back in episode 186, I gave a list of things that you needed to get prepared for.
Okay.
And I want you to go back and listen to number 186 and just say, okay, Vicki told us it was supposed to happen in June, but now because of the change in the emergency status, everything that's on that list in 186, I need to implement right now. I need to be sure I'm on point with all of those things in that list. One of them was make sure you know who your loan servicer is.
Right.
Go pull out all that mail that you've been, just stacking over in the corner concerning your student loan payments, because a lot of announcements did come out over the last couple of months on some of the new regulations and changes and places where loans have been consolidated and all kinds of things. Okay?
And also, Vicki, people are trying to have what's it called? They're trying to get cancellation.
Service loan.
Right. They're trying to get cancellation relief, whatever you want to call it. Forgiveness. Right. That's the word. Forgiveness. Yeah. I knew I was going to get there.
You got it. You actually listened to 186. Thank you, George.
Hello.
But again, the point being that with the change that they just announced as far as the declaration on May, and the actual date that they're supposed to lift the declaration of emergency is May 11th. That if they lift it on May 11th, will they still have the ability to hold off that student loan repayment until June? Or as you recall, it was supposed to be June or later, depending on what happened with the cases that are being litigated at this point in time.
Yeah.
Now that's not a lot of time in between, but it does pull up and put us in a position of a little bit more uncertainty than we had before. What I do know, though, is that everyone should pay attention and don't sleep on this.
Yeah.
Please don't sleep
on
this. Because if you start missing those payments, it will have a great impact on your credit and your future. All right, George. This is my first breaking news story. I thank you very much. Okay.
I appreciate you for that.
All right. I want to again make sure that everyone, as you get ready for the 26th, to come on out. Those of you who have tickets, to come on out to the Marriott downtown Syracuse. We are ready to have a great time, and we have actually a full buffet this year that's also being provided by the Burns family, which they've done for several years. And I'm really,
you act
really
like
happy.
That's different than before.
No. Okay. It's going to be some of the items on the menu are going to be a little bit different.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're going to make sure that we have a new kind of spin on the menu for this year.
Okay.
All right, George. At this point in time, I know what I need to say, which is make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If you have questions, be sure and give us a call at area code 315-930-4499. And for everyone who is concerned about your student loan payments or how to manage those things, be sure and give us a call, and we'd be happy to explain more of the details for you. So, George, at this point in time, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. You know what she is, America's money maven.